Hi, I'm Brian Noble, CEO of Family Policy Institute of Washington.
And I'm Brad Payne, president of FPIW Action.
A couple of disclaimers before we get started today. Nothing in this video is to be considered an endorsement of the candidate, nor the candidate's endorsement of FPIW, nor FPIW Action. It's simply a meet and greet the candidate. We do this as a public service to you. Also, to let you know, this will be recorded and placed on several platforms. Brad?
All right. Good morning, Joe. Thanks for joining us this morning.
You're welcome. I'm glad to be here.
All right. So my first question is pretty easy, kind of a three-parter here. If you would just let everybody know your name and the position you're running for, and then give us a little introduction of yourself and talk a little bit about your family.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much. Well, my name is Joe Lonergan, and I'm seeking to serve as the Pierce County Assessor Treasurer. The Assessor Treasurer, normally in most counties, if you're watching from another county, those are two different positions. Pierce County, they blend them together. It's one position. It's the only county in the state that does it that way. A little bit about my family. My bride, Beth, and I will be celebrating our 23rd wedding anniversary just before this year's primary election. 22 years ago, we bought our home in Tacoma, and we're raising our family there. We've got two boys. One is just preparing for college, and the other is entering his junior year of high school. I've lived in Pierce County for more than 40 years, and I've enjoyed my time here. I went to Tacoma Baptist High School, where I graduated, now called Sound Christian Academy. And after that, I went off to Eastern Washington University, and it was there that I met my lovely wife and earned my bachelor's degree in business administration with dual majors in marketing and management and a minor in communications. During my time there, I also had the opportunity to serve in the Washington State Legislative Internship Program. And if there's any young people who are politically interested watching this today, I would highly encourage you to explore that opportunity. It was a wonderful time. After college, I worked for a decade in advertising as an account executive for the News Tribune, the local newspaper in Tacoma here. And I worked with real estate and property management professionals there and got to serve their needs of marketing through that. After that, I went and served, was elected to 2 terms on the Tacoma City Council, and I was able to serve there. During my time there, I served on countywide organizations like South Sound 911, where I was the chair for 3 years, and I was able to help that organization stand up and consolidate our public safety answering points or our 911 call centers throughout the county into one more efficient organization. I also served for 8 years on the Pierce County Regional Council, where we focused on land use and transportation issues. And there I served for my last 2 years as chair of that organization as well.
Excellent. So what would you say is motivating you to run for office?
Well, during my time on the Tacoma City Council, I became aware of obviously our major revenue sources, property tax being one of them. And what I realized is that it's very, very complex, and to some extent, we just took it for granted, right? That was just money that was coming in without a large understanding of how it worked or why it worked. And even today, many years later, I'm still learning nuances every single day. So I took an interest in that area at that time when I realized that we needed to understand it better. We were voting on tax measures every single year. We were offering property tax exemptions for affordable housing and things like that. And so I was interested in that at that time. After I was elected to the city council, my father was elected to the assessor treasurer's position, and he's served there for the last 12 years. And over those years, we've had a lot of opportunities to have very in-depth and nuanced communications, conversations about that, to the point where my wife is like, hey guys, could we just open the Christmas presents at this point? But it was an opportunity and has been an opportunity to learn. I'm excited about the opportunity to serve the people. That's what fills me, is helping people who need help. And I love that this is a nonpartisan position, because I feel like that's a great place to serve and be able to serve everyone without the nuance of political party.
Very good. So my next question is, again, kind of a two-parter. One is, if you could give us like 2 pointed concerns or issues that you have. You've already mentioned the property tax is one, or there are a couple others. And then what do you hope to accomplish during your time in office if you're elected?
Yeah, I think there are a couple different areas where we can improve. The office motto is currently better every day, and that is a motto and an effort that I intend to continue on. And I'm committed to working with the staff of the Assessor Treasurer's office to find ways to improve customer service for both the community and all stakeholders. There are lots and lots of people who use the information at the Assessor Treasurer's office every single day. It's the most visited county website that the county has, and that's probably true across county governments. I In the areas to improve, I think there because there are so many data points that the Assessor Treasurer's office uses. I think there may be an opportunity to make more of those available to the public and to improve some of that communication. Things like the voter approved property tax rate on a bond or levy versus the actual rate being charged. This changes because the market is fluctuating all the time, and there's a voter imposed limit on how much property tax can go up, how much a taxing district can take up the property tax, and that limit is 1% plus new construction every year. And so I think communicating that is really good. I know we recently had an issue where the public and the press were trying to figure out, what was passed, what the current rate was, how that relates to what was being proposed, and it was far too difficult for folks to figure that out. And I think that we can do that. One of the challenges, of course, is that the Assessor Treasurer's office is limited by the Pierce County Council and ultimately the executive who signs the budget. So we have things that we have to do there that are mandated by the state legislature. And then all of those other things, the customer service things, the transparency, website improvements, those are really, really important, but they're extras on top of the things that we have to do. So working that balance is a challenge, but it's a challenge that I'm up to and I'm excited to take it on.
Excellent. Our fourth and final question is FPIW and FPIW Action provided you with our 18 primary issues that we fight on in Olympia, everything from individual freedom, public safety, legal immigration, and so forth. Any of those that you'd like to comment on or discuss?
Yeah, I mean, most of them, but no, I don't have that time. It's a very interesting list, and thank you, Brad, for the work that you do. I saw, what was the title? I saw We the People Lobbyist. Is that right? Or
Correct. Yeah.
That's our humorous title. Yes, he's the We the People lobbyist.
Our church's political ministry is called We the People, and they're very, very active and doing a lot of great work in that arena. I think probably the one that I highlighted out was affordable housing that's most applicable to this office. Property taxes are certainly a part of that affordable housing stack, and they're very, very important. And so I'm committed to making sure that our properties are valued fairly and evenly across the county. That's really important. We shoot to make sure that every property is valued appropriately and fairly so that no one is paying more than their fair share. And that means making sure they're uniformly valued and that the accuracy is there. And then also that those who qualify for and choose to take advantage of a limited number of tax exemptions or deferrals have that opportunity, and that process is as easy as it can be for them. Currently, we have a lot of people taking advantage of the state legislature just upped this limit for the senior and disabled property tax exemption. And so we have lots and lots more people who are taking advantage of that. Some people choose not to because that really is a tax shift. And once they learn that, they decide that they don't want to shift their burden onto someone else, which is admirable. But certainly it is an important program that's available to help protect folks who want to stay in their homes through retirement or have other issues that would allow them, so it would allow them to more comfortably stay in their home and keep it affordable for them.
Right. Wow. Well, thoughtful answers. Thank you very much. We appreciate your time this morning. Thank you for joining us. And we know the election, the primary is coming up soon next week. So we wish you much luck and thank you again for joining us.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Brian.
All right. Well, I'm Brad Payne with FPIW Action.
And I'm Brian Noble with FPIW. A simple reminder that nothing in this video is to be taken as an endorsement of the candidate, nor the candidate's endorsement of FPIW, nor FPIW action. As we like to say around here, go out there and love your neighbor by faithfully stewarding the public square. God bless.